The moment I realized I couldn't pay my rent despite making six figures a year, I knew that making money was never my problem. Keeping it was. The same girl who could stretch a $20 bill for 2 weeks if she had to spend it all the minute the money hit my account. And I can't even tell you what it is. Maybe it was a limiting belief of I don't deserve to have money, I don't deserve to have good things, but for whatever reason, as soon the money hit my account, something started itching within me, and I started spending it on things that I didn't even knew I needed because I didn't need them. Because of working in sales, I knew that money was coming in anyway, so I was stuck in a cycle where I would spend more than I was making because I knew that the next commission's gonna come. Addicted to instant gratification as I was, I knew I couldn't survive off a normal paycheck working a 9-to-5 job. So I found myself in sales, later going into recruitment, always going for the type of job that would give me a base salary plus my commission, which in and of itself isn't a bad thing if you have a good relationship with money, which I didn't have. Even when my bank account was deep in the minuses, I wasn't panicking because I knew that next month commission is gonna fix it all. Spoiler alert, it didn't. The lie that I believed at the time was that I just have to make more money, and once I have more money, then I can start being financially responsible, and then I will naturally start saving. You know, there's some truth to the saying more money, more problems, because even the Bible says if you cannot steward little, then you cannot be entrusted with more. More money, more problems is actually a thing. Money in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Money is neutral. It takes on the character of the person who has it. I was operating off of a scarcity mindset where I had a fist that was clenched that needed to open up so that I could actually be blessed. I think one of the trigger events that changed my mindset around money was one church service that really honed it down for me when it came to tithing. I don't know if you're a believer, but if you are of Christian faith, then you know that you're supposed to give back your first 10% of what you make. The job and the money, the lifestyle that you have, it's all God-given. It's not yours to begin with. Previously, I thought that, I can only start tithing once I have more so that I won't feel the 10% as heavy, but that's a lie. I don't know how this principle works. I'm not giving in order to receive, but it's just something that I've seen in my life and in the lives of many people around me. And it's that if you give your best, so your first 10% to God, then He will bless you tenfold. And I, as a result of it, was never lacking. If you didn't grow up with much, you might have this belief of you don't deserve nice things. That truly is a lie, because money is not the problem. It's the relationship that you have with it that needs to change. Some of the systems that I put into place was to pay myself first. It doesn't matter what kind of bills I have to cover, my rent, electricity, groceries, I need to set a certain amount aside before I even go and think about anything else. Secondly, automate everything. The less you have to think about something, the easier it becomes. And nowadays, there are so many tools that can help, like online banks, where when you have a payment that comes in, right away, it goes into different pockets that you can set up for yourself, such as household items, bills, fund money, savings, etc. Then, before you even think about investing your money, have an emergency fund set up. You need to have, in my case, at least 3 months worth of expenses that I need to have set aside in case of an emergency. Don't even think about ETFs, crypto, and all of that good stuff, which I'm not saying don't do it, but go ahead and build up that emergency fund first. Then learn to use up things before you buy new ones. And that, again, is a limiting belief that comes from a scarcity mindset, especially if you're an immigrant or you have some type of background where you were told to hoard up on things and own everything 3x just in case. That is a broke person's mentality. You can buy just as much as you need and use that up as you go. Really challenge yourself if you actually need that thing you want to spend money on. I was told that if you cannot afford it 3 times, then it's too expensive. Next, learn a high income skill. In my case, that's sales. And don't think of sales as a job. Think of it as a skill set. I will always need the skill set of selling. As a content creator, I'm pitching myself to brands. I'm selling myself to my audience. I have evergreen products such as my ebook and affiliate products that just bring money in. That's a source of passive income that I don't even have to think about anymore. Look into that and find some skill that makes you independent of the job that you're in. And then also give back. Do something good with your money. Like I said, money is neutral and takes on the character of the person who's holding it. I give money to an organization that supports children so that they can go to school and have some basic necessities. If you're passionate about animals, or if you're passionate about homeless people, whatever good cause that is dear to you and that is close to your heart, set some money aside and give to that. Trust me, become a generous person. Stinginess is so unsexy. Ew. If that means you have to sacrifice one coffee or one night out a month, that's so bad. Your 2026 reframe is to understand that you do not need more to have more. Learn to keep what you have first and steward that wisely. How do you start? You need to know what you're spending. Every single dollar, you need to know how much is coming in and how much is getting out, because otherwise you're just guessing. I use a simple spreadsheet for that. If you want me to send that to you, let me know in the comments. Also apps that can do that for you for free. My name's Anne-Tso and I'm a senior business development professional in software sales and a former recruitment consultant. Today, I teach self-aware but under-earning women how to build wealth for real. My ebook, Things I Wish I Knew Sooner, breaks down many of the things that I did absolutely wrong in my 20s, lessons that I had to learn the hard way. But the good thing is that you don't have to. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.